Okay, time's up. So we start discussion now. Okay, question number one. Question number one. Okay, define value management. So you have to give the definition of the value management now, right? So anyone can just give me the answer. Carmen? Carmen? Can you try out the question number one? Carmen?
Value management is a structured and analytical process which follow a prescribed work plan to achieve best value for money.
Oh, this is definition from who?
I just read from the lecture slide.
Oh, okay. Then is the definition from which institute?
Australian Standard for Value Management.
Australian Standard lah, huh? Okay, can. Okay, thank you, Kaman. Okay, I think this question is straightforward. So we just go straight to the answer lah, huh? Okay. So you can get from your lecture one lah. So since lecture one, we already go through what is value and then what is value management, and then the history, right? Okay. So straightforward, you have many definition, right, from your notes here, right? So as I mentioned earlier, the definition here all comprise of the keywords. The definition, they have a similar definition whereby they are emphasizing on the keywords such as structure. So when you think about VM, you must think of it is structured and structured process. And then meaning it is following a work plan. That's why it is a structured process. And the work plan is a standard one. Meaning until now it's like applied by all kinds of institute, all kinds of person, and it is a standard one that we keep follow. Okay, and then the outcome of course is to achieve best value, and is related to the money you spend, you get the best worth. Okay, what you spend is worth. Okay, and then of course you can also see another keywords like function. Also meaning value management have to be function approach, and then also cost, here. And then of course IBBM Malaysia, they have a definition as well, Malaysian one, Institute of VM Malaysia. So also concentrate on similar keywords, systematic effort, value, and then cost, to optimize the cost to improve the value. Okay, and then of course you have two Sifu here. You have Sifu here, Norton and McLeod, 1995, and then 2004 Kelly Mel Graham. So these person, they are the book writer lah. They are they write the book like value management in construction project, right? Value management, both of them they publish book. Okay, and then you have systematic keywords again, function again, value, and then life cycle cost, and also multidisciplinary. So if you look at the definition, you can get all the keywords, and then I can say is the things that important for VM, meaning must have. must have, then it is Baruco VM study. Okay, and then of course Kelly Mail and Graham, they mentioned about value system determined by the client. Also, it is not value system determined by architect, or it is not about value system by engineer or who. At the end, it have to achieve the value, the client's value. What is the value that is clients want? It's not what designer wants, it's what clients want. So it's about like what clients need and then what clients want for his project. Okay. And then here I want to highlight on this theory. He mentioned about these keywords. Of course, similar structure, multidisciplinary, function, cost again. But one thing that he highlight is guidance of a knowledgeable value practitioner. He mentioned about this. So VM, you have to be lead by one value manager, or you could call it as facilitator, or you call it as a value management team coordinator. So it will have one leader who know about the VM process. Or when you say VM process, you have a VM standard job plan. Also must know about what is the process of pre-study, VM workshop, right? And then you have a post-workshop. So must have this. Then Baruco as VM. Okay, so these are the definition. So question number 1, basically done. Done. Right. So we go to question number 2. Value engineering and value management refer to the same study. Discuss your view on this statement. Also, sometimes a question will give you like a statement. So you have to discuss, like, what do you think of this statement? Is it correct or not correct? Or if you are not agreed, then you have to give the justification, right? So anyone can answer this? Is it VE and VM the same? Chong Hang. Chong Hang.
Yes, Miss.
Yeah, you can use
I think it's some different. M is a higher order title given to the full range of value technical available, and the VE is title given to value technical applied during the design or engineering phase of project. VE is like optimization of the functioning and the quality and cost, and the VM is like systematic and multidisciplinary effort, like that.
Okay. Any more difference?
VM is stakeholder and team based, and VE is technical team based.
What does it mean by technical team based? Which process VE come in the RIBA plan of work?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay, never mind. You have tried. Okay, thank you. All right. So we go to the answer lah. Or it is obviously that VE and VM is not the same, right? Since first lecture already mentioned, it's not the same. So originally we know that it is before called as VE is called as VA, right? Or value analysis. And this VA is originated by this this Lawrence Demouth, okay? And then after that, it is called as VE, because the process happens during the design stage. And it's called engineering, of course, because it is originated from it is happened during the engineering design stage, okay? And then after that, it is called as VM. It's called as VM because Kelly and Mel, the Sifu, they say should be called as VM because it involves the whole project life cycle instead. So that's why it's called as VM. So if you look to this arising terms and terminology, right? VM is the biggest, it's like the mother, the mother of the value planning, value engineering, and value analysis. So basically, value engineering is a subset. It's just part of the VM process. Okay, just part of it. Then, of course, you can highlight the difference, right? VM is on the higher order title. And then is given to the full range of value technique. So meaning the value technique here, right? Value technique here meaning you have these three techniques. So VM is consists of these three value technique. Okay. And then, of course, you can give the definition. Or again, Norton and McEglock. Or I can say the definition is much better than other definition lah. Okay, and then this one is mentioned already. Okay, then you go to VE, or you can say title given because the value technique is applied during the design and engineering phase, or design or engineering phase. Okay, that is focused on the technical solution. Or when you say technical, or you must directly of the design, or design and construction. That's why it's technical. Or meaning changes to the space, element, or component for the building, or space of building, element of the building, and then component of the element. Okay, so meaning when you propose during the VE, changes are done, think of, and then done in for these three hierarchy, three level here. Okay, and then optimization of function, quality, and cost. And of course, you mentioned in the rebar plan of work, this VE comes in during working drawing and construction stage. Okay, so basically this show the different already. VM is whole project life cycle, or meaning at the starting of the briefing stage until post construction. This is whole project life cycle. Okay, that's why it's the biggest, the highest title. Then VE comes in working drawing and then construction stage. Okay, that's why changes are done based on the space of the building, right? Component and then also element. Okay, so this table, of course, it shows the distinct difference, or is more obvious different on the VE and VM. VM is a philosophy, philosophy of value improvement. And then VE is subset of VM. And then VM focus on strategic. So meaning you have to think in a more big picture. In a more big picture from the starting of the project until the use of the project and until the end of the project. That's why it focus on project life cycle. You have to stand like a client. When you pay the money for the project, you must think of my initial cost, my construction cost, how much, and then my future operation cost. Is it will be safe? Is it I will have a cost saving for my energy cost, for my operation and maintenance cost if I use this material? Okay, VE is more on technical, so more focus on the design, design and spec. Okay, that's why I say when you think of C technical, you must directly link to design or design team, design and spec. Okay, and then VM stakeholder and team base, meaning you have more stakeholders involved, more different stakeholders. Okay, and then this one technical team mostly have to involve, just meaning design team, design and consultant team. Okay, and then concentrate on strategic mission, because it's a bigger picture. And then this one technical, focus on the technical problem, meaning in design issue. Is it over design? Okay, then business project, have to, because it's big picture, that's why it says business project. You have to think of the profit, you have to think of the maintenance, operation, the energy costs, the future. If I want to refurbish my building, is it easy to refurbish? And then technical, this one is technical. Okay, and then of course you can get this SAVE definition on VM and VE. SAVE is South America Value Engineering definition. Okay, so this one is American one. Okay, and then you can give this table, but I think this one is sufficient enough. Okay. All right, so we done question number 2. We done question number 2. Okay, we move on to question number 3. Illustrate key essential ingredients of an authentic VM study. Okay, illustrate key essential ingredient. Also, this is the key things you must know. And then another one is authentic. When you think of authentic, when you say authentic, meaning is standard. Is it pure VM study? Of course, you can say, of course, VM study, anyone can say it's a VM study, but is it standard one? Is it you are following the standard VM process or VM study? So this question you have to list out the things, the keywords. Okay, so maybe who can try out? Okay, Koizing.
Yes, miss.
Can you try this question? You can give me 1 or 2 points like that also can. Keywords.
Like the first one is structure and systematic process.
So what does it mean by structured and systematic process?
So the process uses tested and successful procedures that are directed toward achieving success in meeting the purpose for the project by all involved. Right. And then the second key is multidisciplinary, cross-disciplinary team.
So these two lah, right?
Yeah.
Any more you can give?
I think just two.
Just two. Okay, can. Good. All right. Thank you. Okay, Wen Hao. Chui Ying, you want to try? Chui Ying? Chui Ying, you want to try? You can give me another two key ingredient. Just now I keep mentioning keywords in the definition, VM definition. Just now, Kai Jing mentioned about the right. Kai Jing mentioned about two already, right? The structure and then multidisciplinary. Okay, you can give me another two. Oh, you didn't heard what I should say lah, huh? Oh, okay. Wen Hao. Okay. So function based lah, and then also value. Okay. So two lah, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, four key principle already. Correct. Okay, correct. So we go to the answer. We go to the answer. Okay, just now I mentioned, right, the keywords in the definition, meaning is important. So when you think of if you know definition, then you will know the answer for this question, right? Okay, so systematic, right? Just now I mentioned Norton and McElroy definition is the comprehensive one, is a better definition, right? So systematic, multidisciplinary, right? Function, and then value. Okay, and then I just now also highlight on theory, right? Theory mentioned about, right? This guidance of a knowledgeable value practitioner, right? So these are the 5 key ingredients of authentic VM study. So this is important. No? This 5 key point is important. No? So then you can get the further elaboration through lecture 2. Lecture 2 you have structured, right? Your first key principle, second key principle, third key principle, fourth key principle, right? And then you can give this elaboration here. When you say structured, you must mention what does it mean by structured. When you have structured process or systematic process, it means you have a procedure. And the procedure is the tested one, is a successful one. Meaning since our Lawrence de Mouse time, he already have a standard. He created the process. He created the process, and then until now we have a standard one. After evolution, then we have a standard one. We call it a standard job plan. And then this standard job plan purpose is to guide the entire VM process. Guide the entire VM process. So you must mention, right? Current that we are using is this standard one. Or you have pre-workshop, or you call it pre-study, or you have a post-workshop, or you call it as post-study. Okay, then you have this VM workshop. So 3 areas: pre-workshop, VM workshop, and then post-workshop. Okay, so in the VM workshop, you have these 5 steps. Meaning until now, we also follow this information phase, creativity phase, evaluation phase, development, and presentation. Okay, and you will learn this in more details week 5. Week 5, of course, start from pre-study. And then you will learn all of this. Semua step ini, you will learn. Okay. So basically you can give. So this is the key first key ingredient now. Okay. Second key ingredient, multidisciplinary. When you say multidisciplinary, you must be able to mention VM brings together as a team. A group of individuals to so we must mention what they are doing or analyzing the aspect of the project under study. So basically these teams, they have to provide solution to the problem of the project. That's why VM is about like you identify what is the problem with the project or any design issue, any identify where are the unnecessary cost area, or identify where are the poor value area, where are the over design area, right? Okay, so you have to mention who are the members, potential member in the study. Mention must have VMTC, must have designer, right? And then QS. Then you must have client. Also, client representative is important in the VM study because this one will decide the success or fail of the VM. Okay, and then project manager. Well, potentially you might have facilitator, a facility manager, and specialist. Specialist is from outside lah, meaning external one. Or can be supplier, can be like how to say, meaning they are the specialists in that certain element in the building. Maybe curtain wall specialist, right? Can be as aircon specialist, lift specialist, right? Okay, and then end user is end user potentially, and then any other recognized stakeholders. So this is under multidisciplinary. Okay, so second key ingredient. Okay, multidisciplinary. Third key ingredient, just now I mentioned about lead must have VMTC, right? Or you can call it VM facilitator, or you can call it as value manager, or as long as it is a leader lah. Okay, and then mention that must be experienced one, must be qualified one. Qualified is not like ching chai, anyone can be leader for the VM study, cannot be. Must be qualified, meaning he is certified. Like our country have a IBVM Malaysia, right? So they are the institute of professional body that certified this person as a qualified one. It's like QS, you have BQSM, you have RISM body, right? This person certified the QS as a SR, so they are qualified one. Then you can mention about the roles, the roles of the VMTC. Okay, so we done the third key principle. Okay, now we come to fourth key principle, function based or functional approach. So you must understand what does it mean by function based, what does it mean by function approach. Also, you must link to the function analysis technique. This function analysis technique, okay, if is one of the if you look at this figure, function analysis right, is one of the technique under information phase. One of the technique under information phase. So is important for the VM study. So you must able to explain what is function analysis. So you can give this, okay? Function analysis asks what does it do? What is the function that it seeks to achieve? So meaning in VM, we normally describe the function of the performance, right? The performance expression of the needs in terms of performance. And then also link the needs and the product. So when we describe the element, like we describe the door, we describe the function of the door, function of the brick wall, or we describe the function of space. Or maybe you describe what is the function of the multi-purpose hall, or what is the function of living room, what is the function of the project hotel. What is the function of project hotel? Then you must, then you'll be able to give certain alternative material. Okay, so explain function is description of purpose or task. Then it's a technique and in VM to analyze the function of project. Okay, and then yeah, so that's it. That is the fourth key principle. Okay, fourth key. So last one, the fifth one, value. So you must mention VM is not about reduce cost only. Is the main objective is to improve value. So there must be a proper balance between cost, time, and function quality. Okay, so you must be able to give this kind of things, right? Meaning balance between cost, time, and function or quality. So meaning you cannot say I want to reduce cost, and then I reduce my function and quality of my element. No? Or when you cost reduce, right? Function also reduce, then it's not value. I mean, it's not bringing the value to the project anymore, right? So must be able to balance. Okay, and then you cannot say I reduce the cost. So maybe I substitute material A with material B, right? The cost reduced, but my time to complete the project increase. So meaning is a delay to my project. So not balanced. Okay, so it's not providing value to the project. Also must be able to balance. Okay, if you reduce cost, okay, no problem. Or you must either you maintain the function, right, or increase the function. And then the time, right, you must be able to must not affect the time completion of the project. So must be balanced between these three. Okay, so this is the answer for question 3. Question 3. Okay, so you have 5 key ingredients. You must remember. Okay, you must remember. So if let's say you want to, basically you can just list down key point, right? Structured, multidisciplinary, right? This all answer you can get from the notes. Okay, led by qualified BMTC, function base, right? And then you have value, not cost reduction. Okay. Okay, so we done question 3. Now we go to question 4. Question 4, value management is to eliminate unnecessary costs in project. Discuss what does this constitute and how they may occur in construction project. Okay, so another statement is given. Another statement is given. So the question is asking you, what does this constitute? So you must be able to explain what is unnecessary cost. What is unnecessary cost and how they occur in construction project. Okay, so you must highlight this unnecessary cost. Okay, so anyone can give me example or definition of the unnecessary cost. Ki Chong. Ki Chong. What is unnecessary cost in the construction project? Wait, okay. You can base on your understanding. What you can give example also. Habit and attitude. This is causes. Why happen? Why unnecessary project happen? Before that, what does it mean by unnecessary cost in construction project? Or maybe Li Zi. Or Choi Li, can you give me the what is unnecessary cost? Or you can give me example.
Unnecessary cost is costs which do not meaningfully contribute to the function or purpose of the product or services. It is wasteful practices in delivering a service or a failure to match the performance or service to customer needs.
So that one is definition, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any example? Example for the unnecessary cost in a building?
Do you mean causes?
No, example.
They have not enough time to check back to the drawings or the documents, which cause unnecessary costs.
Okay, that one is causes lah.
Okay.
Never mind. Thank you. Okay, so Ki Chong also give the okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 So you can get the definition, right? From the lecture notes lah. Definition of cost that do not meaningfully contribute to the function, and then wasteful practices. So if you want to give example, right? For example, if you are living in a landed, building, right? Do you need a fire door for your entrance door, for example? Is it architect he can design put fire door in a landed residential? So it's not a requirement, right? It's not a requirement by fire bomba It's not a requirement under UBBL. So if architect, if they put a fire door in the for a landed project, landed residential project, then it's an unnecessary cost to the project because it's not a requirement, but you put in, and then you increase the cost for the client. Okay, so one fire door can cost 2,000 and above, but normal main entrance door maybe less than 1,000 you can get. Okay, so this kind of example you can give right? Another example is lift system. Lift system. If like a high-rise building, right, and it is a low density one. One level maybe you only have 4 units, but then the M&E engineer, they design the lift system as a high density lift system. Maybe you only need maybe they only need give 2 lift, but they give 4 lift or 5 lift. So it's an unnecessary cost to the project, right? Because lift system is not cheap. Okay, so it's an unnecessary cost. So you can give this kind of example. It's a wasteful practice, which fail to match the performance or service to customer needs. Because they don't need 5 leaf, 4 leaf, and 2 leaf is sufficient. Something like that. You can give this kind of example. Okay. And then, of course, question also asks you about the how unnecessary costs happen. Or how unnecessary costs happen. So you can give all of these causes. Okay, all of these causes. All right. So we roughly go through now. We roughly go through habits and attitude. Of course, it's more to designer or designer habits, designer design attitude. Okay, and then honest wrong belief, and then shortage of time to review. So this is much like client give a design time, lesser design time. So they have short of time to look back at the design, or where to improve, where is the error, design error. Okay, and then poor communication, or client and designer, or designer with designer, meaning like engineer and architect. So somehow no communication on the project concept, right? Or budget, right? So we will have a over design issue, okay? Something maybe not needed by client, but architect put in is possible, okay? And then lack of idea, information, okay? Like architect, sometimes they have to, most of the time they have to get updated with what is happen in the industry, and also what is the new product in the industry. Okay, if you have a new product, then you have to see is it the cost is a cost saving to the client if they apply this product. Okay, and then reluctant to seek advice. So this one is seek advice from maybe from the supplier, from the expert. Okay, as I said, like M&E, they have to seek advice from the maybe lift specialist. Because lift specialists, they design the lift. So M&E cannot be he know all kind of product, or he must seek the advice from the system expert outside, or like firefighting system expert. And then maybe you have an aircon expert, or Daikin, or what Axon or any other air conditioning expert. Okay, and then lack of yardstick for measuring value. So this one is related to like architect or when they design, they didn't consider about cost. So that's why it's like lack of yardstick for measuring value. Okay, over design. Over design normally is comparing to the cost over design. Then changing technology is on the changing technology in the market, right? And then architect engineer must be get updated, or is it if they apply the new technology in their building, or especially like lift system, lift system, you have old system, new system, right? Or new system somehow is more cost saving to the client, or because it consider about that if no one using the lift, then they can have certain energy saving feature. Okay, and then human factor using old spec, fear to change, especially designer no matter is engineer or architect. Okay, unrealistic judgment, and then look for a quick solution. So these are the causes. So question number 4 done. Okay, and then number 5, illustrate the potential of value enhancement of construction project. Okay, using underlying philosophy of VM and value equation. Okay, so this question is not very straightforward. It's not very straightforward, but you must know how to get the point, the keywords here. Potential of value enhancement. So meaning how you improve the value. And then using using philosophy of VM and value equation. Okay, so value equation meaning you must link, you must know what is value equation, then you can answer this kind of question, right? Okay, so value equation is this, and then also this one. Okay, so anyone can give me the value enhancement? No, this answer. Anyone? Chui Ying or Ji Hui? When you say potential of value enhancement is like value improvement, right? What is the value improvement method or value improvement approach using the value equation? And also using the philosophy of VM. Yeah, the 4 approach to in. This question looks tricky but it's actually, the question is puta you, so you have to know what does the question want. So it's the 4 approach, right? Okay, so we go to the answer, 4 approach. So in lecture 2, we go through this, right? 4 value improvement approach using value equation. So this is value equation, right? And it is comprised of the philosophy of VM. So what is philosophy of VM? philosophy of VM is to balance, right? Balance the cost and function, right? And the time, right? So this is the 4 approach that balance the cost and balance the function for the project. Okay, so you must be able to give this 4 approach and then explain it, or explain what is this cost function approach. So cost reduction approach. So when you say cost reduction, cost reduce, but maintain the function and quality. So this is so-called balance. Balance. Okay, and then you must be able to give example of potential improvement. How do you achieve this approach? Also, can be through sharing of space or facility. Or like last time I give an example, tennis court. Also, not many people playing tennis. So as well, they just remove the tennis court and then they mix together with basketball court so that they have a bigger court, right? So meaning basketball court plus tennis court become a multi-purpose court. So any activities can be done for inside the multi-purpose court. Okay, so this is reduce the cost but increase the but maintain the function. Okay, and then integration of function. Potential, or if you use a material, you choose the material that you integrate the function. Meaning like window, right? Is you maintain the function of the window, and then but will reduce cost. Or maybe you have insulate the sound, right? Insulation of sound, then insulate the heat. Okay. And then opt for cheaper solution with same function. Or for example, floor tiles, you have a different brand, right? Or you within the same brand, like you have white horse or white horse brand. Okay, then you have many series. For example, you have glaze ceramic tiles or glaze ceramic tiles. So you have glaze ceramic tiles A, glaze ceramic tiles B. So why don't you choose a cheaper one, but actually the function is the same, right? So this is a cost reduction approach. Okay, and then outcome is you can optimize design, especially these two, right? The outcome will achieve will have this optimized design, redundancy eliminated, and unnecessary cost avoidance. Also, as I said, somehow tennis court is not, it somehow is unnecessary. So that's why he says unnecessary cost avoidance. Okay, and then project cost optimization results in cost saving. Cost saving. So it's suitable for projects that have a limited budget or restricted budget. And then function increase approach. Increase function, maintain cost. So example is you can give like sanitary fitting. Or you have different brand in the market, right? Of course, you can find a similar cost one, but with a higher function or better quality better quality. Okay. Of course, you can also give an example like floor tiles as well, or wall tiles as well, or any like door also can. Or similar cost but increase in function. Okay, and also maybe technology, lift system, right? Lift system with current technology one with a higher function, but at a similar cost. Okay, you can give some kind of example like that lah. Okay, and then outcome, original cost maintained, enhance quality, method, characteristic, technology, right? Enhance function and operation. So at the end, it will save on the operation cost, or energy cost, or better function of the something like the wash basing or the WC. Okay. Compound approach. Okay, when you say compound, meaning increase function, lower cost. This is possible because you have a lot of new product in the market. New product in the market. So you can have a lower cost with increased function. Okay, and then of course potential outcome, you can have a improve unnecessary cost, avoidance, improve function, optimization. So basically, first, second, third, you have cost optimization. So it's suitable for restricted budget. Okay, last one is expand growth, right? Expand growth meaning cost increase, function increase. So when your cost increase, meaning this approach is suitable for commercial project, or like shopping mall, or like hospital, or like a hotel, right? Whereby of course it's high-end hotel lah, okay, high-end office building like that, whereby the client will want to improve operation or improve maintainability of the project and constructability, and then better technology, or like smart system in the building, or like better lift operation, or can save energy, or a lighting system, or energy saving lighting system, or when nobody is at that space and the light will dim down, or to save energy costs. Okay, something like that. Okay, and also like shopping mall, the escalator, right? When nobody is using the escalator, the escalator will slow down, save energy costs. Okay, and then outcome, enhance operation, maintenance, constructability, and then project cost. Life cycle cost optimization. Okay. All right, so we go to last question. Okay, last question. Okay, read through the journal article and then illustrate the critical success factor. Okay. So I think you know the answer lah. If you go to the article, right, you have straightforward, you have 15 critical success factor. 15 critical success factor. So here you can see this statistic, the result show that all of the mean is above 4.0. Maximum is 5. So all of them above 4.0, meaning is important. Is ranked by the respondent. The respondent. Okay. So the first one and second one is the most important one with the highest mean 4.88. Okay. You have client support and active participation. As I said, client support is important in VM study. And then clear objective of VM study. Okay, when the boss is around, right? The boss is around, of course, the consultant can perform better, can say. Okay, and then clear objective. Who give clear objective? Is the client, no? So meaning client have to brief the VMTC, the leader, right? That what is his value concept? What is his value, value that he wish for his project? So this VMTC will convey the message. Okay, convey the message to the team, to the VM team, to architect, engineer, QS, or maybe they want to, client want to save certain money, or client actually is not in wish to have a easy maintenance, or opt for improvement in the operation cost. Meaning client, they want to have a life cycle cost saving. And maybe energy efficient building, he want that. So have to have clear objective. Or else at the end, what they propose is not what client wants, then they are wasting time for the VM study law. Okay, so that's why it's ranked first and second. Okay, and then third one, multidisciplinary, or if needed be the what expert have to come in, or as I said, lift system expert or firefighting expert or any medical. If it's hospital project, then you have to get those expert supplier in, because you have different system in the hospital, right? Or different system. Okay. Okay, and then this is key principle, right? You still remember just now we have key principle. So one of the key principle, okay? And then qualified VM FASI. This is another key principle. Just now we mentioned, right? Must be qualified. Must be qualified. So as I said, no, cannot be anyone can be leader. Cannot be like an architect who don't know about VM process, he become the VMTC. Cannot. Must be qualified, must be experienced. It will be better if like this VMTC, he undergoes similar project before. For example, he has done shopping mall value management study before, and then now the project is a shopping mall, then he can guide well. Okay, and then control of workshop. So who control the workshop? VMTC, right? VMTC control the workshop. So that's why this VMTC is important. The facilitation skill, the controlling skill. Because somehow if architect like an engineer, they have argument during the workshop, then how the VMTC? Okay. Preparation and understanding of the related information. Okay. Information is important at the stage. Okay, before the workshop start, they have to collect document, cost plan, PQ, okay, drawings, okay, any specification, or schedule of finishes, schedule of sanitary fitting, schedule of door and window, ironmongery. Okay, and then plan for implementation, meaning when proposal is out, or when you suggest material A to material B. So how do you implement the material B? So have to see, is it affect the work program, or how many time needed for design changes, because architect have to change the drawing from material A to material B in the drawing. And also function analysis. As I said, without function analysis technique, is not a good VM study. The study will fail because this one is an important technique. Okay, and then timing, when the VM study come in. Is it concept the briefing stage? Is it design stage? Is it construction stage? So the earlier the better. If the VM study comes during the conceptual stage or design stage, the higher chance the client can have more cost saving. Okay, and then interaction or among participants. Also, they interact during VM workshop. Must have interaction. Cannot be architect and engineer or QS. They are not interacting. You do your job, I do my job. Cannot be. There must be any changes affecting your part, any changes affecting my part. How much is the cost? Okay. And then professional experience and knowledge of participants in their own principle. Or meaning architect, the one who attend must be the designer, the designer for the project. And then like he is experienced enough in that project. Like he have done shopping mall, then he will be able to give his experience and knowledge. And you are not, you like cannot be a junior QS coming advising on the cost. Cannot be, right? Okay. And then personality of participant. Also the attitude. Are they committed to during the VM study? Or you know that VM workshop, maybe you have 2 days or 5 days. So is it that 5 days they are able to commit full time? So this will affect the success of the VM study. Okay, adequate time. Different project, different study time. Or simple project, maybe only 2 days. Or difficult or complex project, or like shopping mall, hotel, right? You have many items, so maybe 5 days. So adequate time. Okay, VM knowledge and experience of participant, meaning architect, at least they have know a bit about VM study. Engineer know a bit about VM study. QS know a bit about VM study. That they will help the smoothness of the VM study. Also, they know what to propose. Okay, and then cooperation from related departments. Okay, meaning architect, engineer, QS, this different department, client, right? They are able to cooperate during the study. Because maybe you boss on me, I boss on you, then it's very hard, right? Cooperation. Okay, so these are the things that lead to, which is critical, lead to factors of the successfulness of the value management study. Okay, so of course you can get the elaboration from this page, from the starting from page number 5, cluster 1, right, until cluster 4. All of the elaboration you can get for these 15 factors. Okay, starting from analysis, here have something you can improve. Okay, elaboration. Okay, so we finish our question number 6. Okay, so I think we can end our class. Okay, I have next class to go on. Okay, thank you. So see you next week lah. Okay, bye bye.